Hey there, y'all. I am very excited. If you've not seen our new Deluxe Stand Mixer, new Deluxe Stand Mixer, I want to talk to you about it. A lot of people have asked me about it, and really what they want to know is how does it compare to the KitchenAid? Now, I don't usually talk about direct comparisons when it comes to our products. I would much rather talk about what's good about ours than kind of do that comparison thing, because I don't want to tear anything down, especially the KitchenAid. I have had this KitchenAid for over 30 years, and it has served me very well, and I love this KitchenAid, okay? And when Pampered Chef came out and said they were coming out with a Deluxe Stand Mixer, I was kind of like, you know, I mean, great, but I love my KitchenAid, so I wasn't as excited about it until I got it. And so I want to take a few minutes and explain to you why it is worth the upgrade. All right, first off, our stand mixer is the only digital stand mixer that is on the market. It's the only one out there. And that is really a nice feature, obviously. And I made some notes because I tend, you know how, if you watch me, you know that I get talking and I forget what I was going to talk about. So if I glance down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so first off, it's the only digital stand mixer on the market. And that's kind of significant because Pampered Chef, when they come out with a product, what they usually, Pampered Chef is not usually the first one to come to market with a product. And that's intentional. What they do is let other products come to the market, other manufacturers, and then they sit back and they watch, and then they evaluate the pros and cons of those different ones, and then they come up with a new one that incorporates all the pros and then some, all right? So Pampered Chef isn't interested in duplicating what somebody else has done. They always want to improve on it. So one of the big things is that this is a digital stand mixer. Now, one of the basic things, now it might be trivial to you, but I love this. So here is, can you see here on the back? This is for storing your cord. Right here, there's a space right here for you to wrap your cord around. And I love that because, again, there's nothing for the KitchenAid. So usually I just wrap it around here. So this has an actual design feature right in it for storing your cord. That is really nice. Now, did you see, by the way, how easily I picked this up? That's because it has this handle right here in the back. Look at this. You see that handle? And so I can easily pick it up and move it, which is really nice. You know, we move around a lot, and some kitchens are small, some kitchens are big. And so sometimes I can keep my stand mixer right in the kitchen, and other times I can't. So for those times that I'm going to be moving it around, having something that you can move easily is great because the KitchenAid doesn't have anything like that. All right, so you're just kind of lumbering around. And I can tell you right now, having just picked these two up, I am reminded again how much lighter this is. It is significantly lighter than the KitchenAid. Not a big deal, I guess, if you're just going to leave your stand mixer on the counter. But if you keep it in the pantry, you keep it in a drawer, you keep it in the basement, whatever, you're moving it around, the fact that it has a handle on it and is significantly lighter, you're going to love that. Okay, what else? Okay, this is big. Look at this. It has this LED screen. Let me go ahead and I'm going to do the cord right here because I want you to see how the screen works. Now, let me see. This isn't really designed. My plug is over here, so it's not. Oh, you know what? I have one. No, it's not going to work. Okay, I got one right here. All right. So it's a little cumbersome, but I need you to be able to see this. Okay. So I turn on the switch, and there, do you see it come on? I know. Okay, so there's my LED right there, and it comes right on. And, okay, this is going to be a disaster, but I really want you to see. So I'm going to take you out of my stand, and hopefully I'll be able to get you back in later. Okay, so there you are. Okay, so it comes on, and you can see right here it has a custom setting, kneading, beating, mixing, creaming, and whipping. Oh, my hand was in the way. As you're turning it, I want you to notice this icon changes, and so does the number. What does that mean? Well, let me put you back in the stand for right now so I can talk a little better. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what's happening, oops, there we go. So what's happening is it has these presets right in here. So you're able to dial it up. You can do a custom setting so you can do anything you want, but it has presets for other things so you get perfect, all right? And my example for that is creaming, all right? You know, it'll say cream your sugar and butter together. And I usually do that for about 45 seconds. Well, I turn this preset on, and I'm gonna do it right now. It's actually set for right now, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, well, it turns out I haven't been creaming my butter and sugar long enough all these years. What did I know? But it never tells you. So this has a lot of those settings pre-programmed right in it, so you can get just the right amount done. And the other thing is they turn off automatically. So at the end of 2 minutes and 50 seconds, it turns off, which is really sweet when you're easily distracted like I am. I'll always remember the time I was making a pound cake, and my sister came to the door. And so I'm talking to her for 20 minutes. Forgot I was making a pound cake. I come back in. My KitchenAid is still working away, and it beat that thing for 20 minutes. Now, I cooked it anyway, but you can just imagine the texture that had. That doesn't happen with this because it's going to turn off automatically. All right. So you're going to get those perfect settings right from the beginning, and then you can tweak it if you want. All right. Here's something that's really nice. I'm going to turn it like this. Okay. So let me see if I can open it. So to open it up, there it goes. It goes just like here. Let me show you how to do that again. On the back, I'm going to unplug it again. On the back, we have this handle right here. So I push that up, and up comes my lever. And look at that. It locks right in place. Do you see that? Now with my KitchenAid, I unlock this little over here, and I pull it up. That's great. Did you hear that thunk? It's nice and heavy, all right? It doesn't lock. And if you've ever cooked with your KitchenAid and you've ever had it accidentally bang down, it's really, this is very, very top heavy. So this locks automatically, and then to lower it, again, I just release it in the back and just gently push it down, and down it goes, all right? Hope I got my cord in there. There we go. All right, so it locks in place. Now, it comes, excuse me, it doesn't come with, we have certain accessories. So you can get this shield, just like this. And this shield is so you don't, when you add, so you cream your butter and sugar, say now you're gonna add your flour, well, you can put it right through in here, in this funnel, and it keeps your flour from flying all over the place. Really nice. The other thing that prevents that from happening is when you turn this on and say you're going to mix it at, say, level 4, well, it starts automatically at level 1, and it turns for a little while, then it goes up to 2, then it goes up to 3, and then it goes up to whatever level you picked, slowly, so it's incorporating things so you don't send that flour all over the place. Now, this slides right in here, and it locks in place. You see that? Yeah. And it locks just like that in place. Now, my KitchenAid also has the shield. This shield comes in 2 pieces like this, all right? And it goes on, and I'm not being difficult because this is what it's like every time I go to put it on. So it goes on like this, and then you put it on like this, and it has this big, now it doesn't lock in place, all right, and it's rather loose, but when it's locked in, you see that my Deluxe Stand Mixer had shield right in here as well. So you only had this opening right here. This is wide open. And so it does provide some protection, but not as much as ours, nor does it have that gradual speed up. What you actually would have to do is you would have to manually, if you cared about that, bring it up to speed 1 click at a time. Okay, so ours does that automatically. This you're gonna have to do manually. Now let's go ahead and talk about our accessories. Now I'm gonna slide this out of the way a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you saw how easily that slid? This one doesn't slide as well because it actually has gripping feet on the bottom, so it doesn't work its way across your counter. All right, a little inconvenient when I'm doing a video trying to show you something, but very nice when you are cooking. Now they both lock in the same way. If you have a KitchenAid, you know, they both rotate in the same way. Now, let me take this out. What I want you to see is the size difference. This is my KitchenAid. This is my Deluxe Stand Mixer. This is a little bit more than 4 quarts. This is a little more than 5 quarts. If you're like me and you like to make bread or you make big things, the 5 quart does make a nice difference for you. All right, so the bowl itself is bigger. Now they all come with the attachments. These all have the same attachments. Now these are your whisks, or what you're going to use for whipping. This is the KitchenAid. This is the Pampered Chef. Now, can you see the shape difference? All right, first, this one, which is the KitchenAid, is significantly smaller than the stand mixer. Plus, the shapes are different. They designed this shape. It's bigger. The shape is a little bit different so that it is going to incorporate much more air much faster. And when you're whipping, that's what you want. All right? So ours is bigger and a slightly different shape. Then they both come with a paddle. The paddles are, and these are for mixing, the paddles are very close to the same size. The difference is ours comes with this scraper, all right? And so as it's mixing, it's scraping the side of the bowl. And you know that if you are mixing up a cake or something else like that in your KitchenAid, you are having to stop it every now and then and get a scraper in there and scrape down the sides. You do not have to do that with the Pampered Chef Stand Mixer. Now you can buy a different accessory from KitchenAid that has the scraper on it, but that's an additional cost. And I don't know how well it works in comparison, but I do know this one works awesome. All right, and then it comes with the dough hooks. All right, so these are the dough hooks that you can make bread, so you can knead bread. All right, now I want you to notice the shape of ours versus, now this is very much a hook. This is the KitchenAid, and this is kind of a swirly hook. All right, well, the difference is that ours is really lifting and folding much more in a mimicking action that you would with your hands. Okay, so quite honestly, you're going to get a better knead with ours. So those are the accessories that come with it. All right, now, whoops. So, like I said, so with the LED, you have your presets, which are going to show you an icon, which tells you which attachment. And I do love that. When I first started cooking with my KitchenAid, didn't know what I was doing. And I was mixing cookie batter with this, which it's permanently bent because I did not know that I should have been using the beater instead of the whisk. I didn't know that. I should have known that, but I didn't know that. And so the icon on here is going to tell you exactly what to use, and that is really, really sweet. Now we're talking about attachments. I'm going to go ahead and move my KitchenAid out of the way. Oh, it is very top heavy. You heard that, didn't you? Let me move this out of the way. Have a little more room. And that sucker is heavy. You forget how heavy it is until you're actually moving it around. All right. Now let's go back over here. Okay. So here we go. This thing is beautiful, by the way. It's a really deep gray blue with kind of almost a metallic sheen to it. It is gorgeous. It would fit into any kitchen. All right. So, okay. So I showed you that had the presets on it, right? Well, you can do custom, right? Which means that you can just go ahead and decide what you wanted to do with it. Or say you are whipping something and you just want it to go a little bit longer, you can push right here. You probably can't see it, but right here's a button that just adds 30 seconds. And so you can add 30 seconds at a time, which is really awesome. I love that. It's sort of like that 30-second attachment that your microwave might have. So I showed you the 3 attachments that comes with it. I'm going to show you something else. Okay. There. You know what? You know what I think this is? This is for future attachments. They haven't said anything to us about it yet, but I'm nobody's fool. All right? I think that's for future attachments that they're going to come out with, and I'm really, really excited about that. Okay. Now, like all of our small appliances. It comes with a cooking guide. And our cooking guides are awesome. I always joke about, because I have done it, where you stay up late, you can't sleep, and you're watching one of those infomercials, and the next thing you know, you've ordered something, and then it arrives and you never use it. I mean, it looks so easy when they said to set it and forget it, but now you have it and you don't know what to do with it. Well, our cooking guides prevents that from happening, all right? And I'm going to show you just a couple of things in here because it is really worth looking at, all right? First off, it goes through and it shows you the different parts. And that's really nice. That's very cool. We're excited. And then it shows you what the different buttons are doing. That's super duper. But this I really, really love because, you know, Pampered Chef is all about teaching. And so like here, they're showing us, this is the whip. For whipping, you use the little whisk thing. It says the default time is 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And then it says it quickly incorporates lots of air into the ingredients for a light, airy texture. And it's best for whipped cream, meringue, whipped frosting, whipped cream cheese, frothy egg whites for souffles, homemade butter, egg salad, no churn ice cream. Fun facts: the shape of the whisk in the high speed setting maximize the amount of air incorporated in ingredients for perfect peaks and less tired arms when hard working. Well, it goes through and it does that for each of the attachments. So it's teaching you. All right, it's teaching you so you can take this and apply it to things that aren't necessarily in here. And then it has our getting started recipes. And you do not want to miss this. We've got whipped cream yogurt, jalapeno popper dip, easy chocolate chip cookies, and those really are easy. Let's see, we've got breakfast sausage patties, 3-ingredient biscuits, chicken nuggets, no churn ice cream. You can shred chicken in your Deluxe cookie mixer. I know. All right, let's see, shredded, there we go, easy shredded chicken, homemade butter, classic brownies, those look yummy, whipped cream, and chocolate whipped cream, strawberry crunch cake, that's sounding rather yummy to me, don't you think? Vanilla cupcakes, you know what, I guess if you put chocolate icing on them, that would be okay. All right, oh, and here we go, flavored buttercream frosting. So we've got vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry buttercream. It's like they read my mind. Okay, raspberry chocolate mousse, which sounds absolutely gorgeous to me. Licking my fingers to turn this page. Let's see, these look yummy. Lemon meringue cookie nests. Easy meatloaf. Yes, you can make, listen, I love meatloaf, but I am not into getting my hands into the ground beef. I think that's super gross. So you get to use your stand mixer to do all that. I know. How nice is that? All right. Roasted garlic mashed potatoes. That's gorgeous. Southwestern chicken and dumplings. Egg salad variations. Now, I love egg salad variations. I love egg salad. So we've got classic egg salad, dill pickle egg salad, BLT egg salad, and barbecue egg salad. Okay. I would do the dill pickle one. Sandwich bread. I haven't made this. A bunch of my friends have made this already. I am going to get around to it. And don't make it. Because everybody who has made this then turns out and is making it like every day, and they're all putting on 10 pounds. This is a super, super easy recipe, and it is delicious. And I'm excited about that because sandwich bread is a little bit of a challenge. Caramelized onion and tomato pizza. Sweet dough. Now this is nice because with the sweet dough, okay, we have our basic sweet dough recipe. They tell you how to make either use it for making cinnamon rolls or use it for making Hawaiian rolls. All right. And then of course, you get me because that is the beauty when you purchase from Pampered Chef, you get a consultant. And that means that if you ever have an issue, you have a question, or you just need more recipes, you reach out and I can help you, or whoever your consultant is, all right? Which I hope would be me. So this is the big difference between the KitchenAid and the Deluxe Stand Mixer. Quite honestly, it does everything the KitchenAid does and then some. It really, really is worth the upgrade. If you want to get it for half price, and why wouldn't you? Host a party. Our hosts can always get this or any of our other appliances for half price with just $200, a $200 party. You cannot beat that. Hosting is fun, it's easy, it doesn't take very much time at all. It's an opportunity for your friends to add wonderful things to their kitchen, and you get some fabulous host rewards. And you get to hang out with me. Come on, who wouldn't want to do that? All right, if you have any questions about the Deluxe Stand Mixer, you let me know. I'm always here for you. And thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to y'all later.